Om. Peace, peace. Lead us to truth and not to untruth. Lead us to enlightenment and not ignorance. Lead us to immortality and not death. Let the self-manifest Atman grow in you. Om. Peace, peace. Om Bhagavad Gita, with which Partha was enlightened by the Lord Narayana himself, and which was incorporated in the Mahabharata by the ancient sage Vyasa, the Blessed Mother, the destroyer of rebirth, showering down the nectar of Advaita, and consisting of 18 chapters. Upon thee, O Bhagavad Gita, O loving Mother, I meditate. So, though we are studying Bhagavad Gita, but today is Father's Day. So, we will think about our father. So, in our childhood, we hear many stotras. We learn also, and as we know that because of mother we see this world, but because of father we see the reality of this world. So as we require loving and nourishing mother, so we require a chastising father who teaches us how to behave in this world and what is the goal of life, why we are here. Mother nourishes us, mother, we worship mother more than anyone else, but father is also very important in our lives. As we learned in the boyhood, Pita Dharma, Pita Swarga, Pita hi Paramam Tapa. Pita is Dharma. Dharma means righteousness, what is proper. Pita Dharma, Pita Swarga. Pita is heaven. Pita hi Paramam Tapa. And the father is supreme penance. Many times it happens that fathers, they don't attend their own need, but they sacrifice their needs and sustain and support their worlds. Pitari pratimapanne priyante sarvadevata. And when the father is propitiated, then all the devatas, they are also happy. So this right from the childhood it is taught to us. Now, and for mother also we learned so many verses. But father also not to be neglected. We give more importance to mother and we forget sometimes father. But here we are not talking about this father of fathers. We must think about that father, who is the cause of all causes, who is father of all being. So to honor that father, that means we are to be grateful. We cannot honor. So what I'll do, I'll read some prayers by which we have adored our father. In Christian tradition also, Father in heaven. So here, fatherhood of God. In India, we have fatherhood of God and also motherhood of God. So here, the real creator or generator or originator is Father. So father, mother, actually they are not different. It is the same. We say parents. So we have some verses. I'll read those that will be uh, fitting for this occasion of Father's Day. Here in the West, we have one day each: Father's Day, Mother's Day. Then maybe Brother's Day, Sister's Day. I don't know whether that is there, but it is every day, you know. So we are to honor our fathers, mothers every day. But here we are talking about the Father of this whole world. That we are to respect. Sanah piteva sunameva agni supayano bhava sachaswa na swastaye. That's in Rig Veda. Be of easy approach to us, even as a father to his son. Do thou, O self-effulgent Lord, abide with us and bring blessings to us. We are very close to mothers. We are a bit away from father, but still we can approach father. We can tell, like when it is said, Lalayat panchavarshani dashavarshani tadayat. Prapteshu shodashavarshani putra mitram samachar. That means for 5 years you have to support and nourish the child. Lalayat, lalan karna. And then 10 years, after 5, then 10 years, you have to chastise. If required, even punish the children. It is Chanakya Shloka. Lalayat panchavarshani dashavarshani tadayat. But as soon as he reaches 16, then you have to behave with him as a friend. Prapteshu shodasha varshani putra mitram padacharit or samacharit. So that way, father becomes a friend and we can talk friendly. Not that anything and everything, but yes, one should be very close. So here, as Father is very approachable, so the prayer is that, oh Lord, be like that. Why it is this? Because if you see in our Vedas, in the beginning, it's God is all pervading, and here also in the Western world, God is like, on seventh heaven, is with the authority and punishing or rewarding people. So it's very difficult. So always people approach with fear. But here, the prayer is, please be approachable, like our Father. And then, Pitanosi Pitano Bodhi, Namastestu Mama Himsi. O Lord, thou art our Father. Do thou instruct us like a father. We offer our salutation to thee. Do thou not destroy us. Do thou protect us ever. So this is on Shukla Yajurveda. So here also it's like Father. So we are to pray to Lord, who is Father of all. And in Bhagavad Gita it is said, Pitasi lokasya characharasya. You are the Father, originator or creator of this whole world. What is chara? Means whatever moves and whatever does not move. Achara. Pitasi lokasya characharasya. Tamasya pujyasya gurur garyan. You alone are to be worshipped. And you are great Guru. Thou art the Father of the world, of the moving and the non-moving, greater than the greatest. Thou art the one object of worship. There is none equal to thee in all the worlds. Nat samostatyabhyadhika kutonya lokatrayapya pratima prabhava. Who then can excel thee, O thou of incomparable power? So Arjuna, when he saw this universal form of Lord, he started praying Sri Krishna because he realized that Sri Krishna was none other than Supreme Being. So this way we are to pray to Lord so that he is propitiated and he blesses us. So how to pray? So this is Pita Tvam Mata Tvam Daita Tanayastvam Priya Suhrit Tameva Tvam Mitram Gururasi Gatischasi Jagatam Tadiyas Tad Vrityastava Parijanas Tad Gatiraham Prapannaschaivam Satyamahamapi Tavevasmi hi Mara Bhara. So how to pray to Lord? Is he only Father? He is Mother also. So our prayer should be earnest and sincere. Thou art the Father, because you are the originator. From you we have all come. You are Mother, Pita Tvam, Mata Tvam. Husband and son, Daita here, like you are like husband. So all husband is in Sanskrit is Bharta. Bharta means who supports, who nourishes. Daita Tam. Here we can take that also like spouse. Daita Tanayastam or lover. Tanayastam. And your son. So Mother Yashoda used to worship God Sri Krishna as baby Krishna. And not only her, in Sri Ramakrishna Leela or divine play, we see Gopaler Ma. So Gopal's mother, a old lady, she used to worship Krishna as baby Krishna. And baby Krishna used to come and disturb her, like when she's doing japa, she would climb on her shoulders, ask this and that, to snatch the rosary from her hands. So all these things. So Tameva Tvam Mitram Guru Rasi, you are Guru, you are friend, philosopher, guide, everything. Gatihi, you are Gatihi. Gati means you are alone are supreme goal. Gatischasi Jagatam. And not only my goal, but all. The whole world, even the whole universe is running to that. All are running in a tremendous speed, as it were. So thou art the father, mother, husband, and son. Thou art the dear friend, relative, and teacher, and the goal of the universe. I am thine own. I am thine own, thy servant and attendant. Thou art my only refuge. I have taken shelter in thee. And verily, O Lord, does my burden rest wholly on thee. So this way, whenever we interact in this world, so we have to see all the manifestations of same Lord in so many forms. He'll not come, like a Vishwarup darshan with Ananta Bahu, so many hands and feet, etc. In so many forms, he'll manifest in front of us. So we are to see that he is coming as father, mother, friend, and also like guru. So he comes in various forms. In Hindi, there is a saying that pata nahi kis murti mein Bhagwan mil jaye. We do not know in what form God will be interacting with us. So that is why we are to keep that in mind and pray to the Lord that, oh Lord, I have taken your shelter at your feet. Please look after me. Please see me. Also give me that strength that I may serve you. So this way we are to pray to God that God alone is real. All else are illusory. It is seeming. It is there. It is there, but it is seeming. It trails away. So there comes our study of Bhagavad Gita. So today, on Father's Day, our prayers for all that real Father, that means the divine, and who is creating, preserving, and absorbing the whole creation. Our respects and prayer to him. So let us come to our study. Now we are in a section where God is depicting his own divine nature, what he really is. Arjuna is asking question to know. Arjuna is our representative. So it is our question that we want to know. And Bhagavan also so kind that he reveals his real nature to him. And he reveals in such a way that it is understood by us. Otherwise, it's very difficult to understand. So, he repeats many times. That is why in the 10th chapter we find that I tell you again, O mighty armed, do thou listen to my supreme word, which I wishing thy welfare will tell thee who art delighted to me, hear me. But one thing we should keep in mind, what is his real nature? Yo mam ajam anadim cha. So he says, Yo mam, he he who knows me, birthless. Ajam means unborn. In 4th chapter also he said that though I am unborn, but I create myself out of my compassion to lead this world and even paritranaya sadhunam vinashaya cha dushkritam, to emancipate the righteous one and to destroy who are evil-minded. So I incarnate myself. Ajopi sannavayatma bhutanam ishwaropi san. So I am Aja, unborn. This we have to keep in mind. Bhagavan says this repeatedly. And another place he says that I am unborn, but the fools think that I am with body. Body is also, you see, like that's vehicle. In this situation where we are now, we cannot conceive which is without body, without a form. So he assumes that form for our help. But his real nature is Aja, unborn. Ajopi san, Abhyatma san. Bhutanam Ishwara. So I am the Lord of all Bhutas. So here he says, Yo Mam Ajam Anadim cha. Anadim is without beginning. Vetti Loka Maheshwaram. Asammudha Samarteshu Sarva Papai Pramuchyat. So this is we have to keep this in mind. Of course, we'll see this divine vibhuti, but behind that we must also keep in mind that he is unborn. Prakritim swam avastabhya. So he takes prakriti and takes a form. In Bengali, there is a very beautiful song. So there, the poet, one of our swamis, he says that Arupa Shaire Leela Lahari. Arupa Shaire means Sagar, ocean which has no form. Then somehow the idea came that there must be a divine play. So therefore, out of compassion is like the blowing air. A little wave came and that took form as Sri Ramakrishna. So here we have to keep that in mind. If we worship only outer, that's also has also meaning, but it is better to keep this in mind. Otherwise he would not have mentioned here this. Yo mam ajam anadim cha vetti loka maheshwaram. He who knows me birthless and beginningless, the great Lord of worlds. He among mortals is undeluded. He is freed from all sins. So if we can keep this, then we are not deluded and we are away from all sins. And then he tells some that we have already studied, but this I thought I must remind. And then Arjuna praised him, O Lord, you are supreme being, Param Brahma, Param Dhama, Pavitram, Paramam Bhavan, the supreme Brahman, the supreme abode, the supreme purifier art thou. So all these are there, but it is beyond our imagination. Please give some support to our mind so that we can hold it, because mind is fickle. Mind goes from one to another and jumps from one to another. And you alone know your glory. Nobody can know you, as you have also said that. Therefore, please tell us something so that we can hold our mind in that. So Bhagavan starts with the subtle one. You know, the effort will be, he'll take us from grosser to subtler to the subtlest. So here he says, Aham Atma Gudakesha. So I am Atman. What is Atman? We have already discussed about it. Yachapnoti yadadatte yachatti vishayaniha. So whatever is attained, apnoti. And who attains? That way also we can see. So this the self, yadadatte, whatever one gets or who gets it. Yachatti vishayaniha. So this, all the objects. What is all these objects for? All these objects that we see is for the self. And self alone enjoys this, as it were, like eats, atti. And self alone gets these objects. So anyway, we have already talked about it, so I'm not just touching the points. So Aham Atma Gudakesha, O conqueror of sleep, Gudakesha, I am the self. Sarva Bhutashaya Sthita. So I am not somewhere outside, but I am residing in each soul, each being. Sarva bhutashaya sthitah. Aham adischa, madhyam cha, and anta eva cha. So then what is left? Actually, I alone am there. In the beginning and end, and also in the middle. So I gave example, like I am speaking. Before I start speaking, there is silence. And at the end also, silence. And in between also it is silence which I am breaking, as it were. I cannot break silence. So silence alone is there. Similarly, God alone is there. Neha nanasti kinchana. Here there are not many. Mrityu sa mrityu gacchati ya iha naneva pashyati. They go from death to death who see here many. So this we have to keep in mind what he tries to say, that I alone am there. But you asked, please give some support. So I am giving you. I am the beginning, I am the end, and in between also I am. Now you have to think, what is that? So that which remains all the time. Whatever only momentary, that is not. That momentary comes and goes. That also, in the Bhranti. Ya Devi Sarvabhuteshu Bhranti Rupena Sanstita. Devi in the form of confusion also. So it's Devi. Similarly, what happens, everything is him. Aham adishcha madhyam cha bhutanam anta eva cha. Sarvam khalvidam brahma. So everything is Brahman. Then he said Adityanam. So here there are many stories. In Mahabharata, all the stories are told how this creation was created, and from Vishnu, who was lying in an ocean of Karana. Karana means cause. So he alone lies, but then from his navel comes a lotus. On that Brahma is created. So these are stories to tell the same story but in a different way. That means there is a supreme cause. So Karana Samudra, cause of the ocean of causes. Karana Samudra. From there, the first created being comes out. And from that starts all creation. So then Aditya. So Aditya Nam Aham Vishnu. So Aditya means Surya. But Aditya means who were born of Aditi. And lots of stories are there in Mahabharata, that's also there. So Aditya Nam Aham Vishnu. So Vishnu is the youngest, but very with all qualities, good qualities. And see, from another perspective, they say that it is 12 months, so each month has got an Aditya, it's a sun. So that also is said. So Adityanam Aham Vishnu Jyotisham Ravi Ramshuman. And Jyotish, all luminaries, I am sun. In India, sun is worshipped at least 3 times. In the morning, Sandhi, Trishandha Gayatri, Japa. So in the morning and in the evening and also midday. So this, it is because we all know, even from a scientific standpoint, that sun is the source of all energy, even our existence. We will not exist without sun. So here, what Sri Krishna is trying to point, that I am the cause, I am everything, and from me springs everything. So Jyotisham Ravihi Anshuman. Anshuman means who has got effulgence or Rashmi. Rashmi means say here we can say photons, light. Ravihi Anshuman. Marichihi Marutam Asmi. And I am Marichi in Maruts. There are 49 Maruts. That's also in Mahabharata. We have already discussed about it. Marichir Marutamasmi Nakshatranam Aham Shashi. And among all the luminaries in the night, I am the moon. I am the brightest moon. Nakshatranam Aham Shashi. Now Vedanam Samvedo Asmi. In all Vedas, I am Samaveda because it is chanted. It has all 7 notes. It is chanted in that way. Vedanam Sam. I am the Samaveda of the Vedas. Am I not other Vedas? I am also them. But if you want to say like say we have other avenues, eyes and hands, etc., like skin, etc. But we give more importance to our eyes. Say skin is not that sensitive as our eyes. So something, something is important and something are very important. So here, Vedanam Samvedo Asmi, Devanam Asmi Vasav. I am Indra, the god of gods. The chief god is Indra. Vasavaha. Indriyanam Manaschasmi. I am mind among all senses. So mind is also enumerated as 6th sense. Manah Shasthani Indriyani Prakritistani Karshati. Anyway, so Indriyanam Manaschasmi Bhutanam Asmi Chetana. And I am consciousness in all being. Now, if you see consciousness in all being, even dog and cat and whatnot, everything. So what else? Other things are jada. I alone am the real. So he tries to put us in that high pedestal from where we can see that unity. Unity in diversity. See, diversity, even when we are opening our eyes, we see diversity. Through all senses, we feel diversities. But if we stop there, then our growth is stopped. We have to find that unity, the highest common factor. That's important. Then everything is solved. Even science is trying to find that unified field. They found so many forces in the nature, and then they clubbed it, and then they found there are 4 forces. What are those? Electromagnetic force, strong force, weak force, and gravitational force. And then they have united at least 3, and they are trying to unite all 4 to find out that. So this is regarding force. But existence is one. From that existence, it is manifesting in so many forms. So, Indriyana Manaschasmi Bhutanamasmi Chetana. So, Chetana, consciousness. Even now, AI, artificial intelligence. But it is extension of our intelligence. The programmer's intelligence. Of course, they will argue, no. They are trying new tricks by using that, whatever the programmer set for the first time. But it is combination of the same thing. When we invented, the human being invented microscope and telescope, it only extended seeing capacity rather in outer and then also like microscopic way. Similarly, this is also a kind of enhancement of our perception. So anyway, we go forward. What is the point then? point is Chetana, consciousness. Consciousness is common factor, highest common factor in all living being. And in non-living being also it is same consciousness. As if it is grossified. It is like this. A painter takes the brush and paints something and it looks like, oh, it's living. So one may argue that it's not living, but it is the expression of that person who is objectifying his or her thoughts. Similarly, we can see in a movie also. So it is objectification of the same person. So consciousness, Chetana, is the central theme. And that expression may be in diverse form. So main thing is Chetana. Bhutanam Asmi Chetana. We go to the next. Rudranam Shankaras Chasmi. In Rudras, Ekadash. Rudra Dravati Dravayati iti Rudra. That means like when it is in, say, melting. So Shankar, I am Shankar. 11 Rudras. So among them Shankara, Vityesho Yaksha Raksasam, and I am Kubera of all treasurers. Like this is very important nowadays because everybody is after money. So here Vityesho Yaksha Raksasam, and the Rudras, I am Shankara. Of the Yakshas and Rakshasas, the Lord of Wealth, Kubera. Of the Vasus, I am Pavaka, and of mountains, Meru am I. So Vasu Ashta Vasu. So there are, it is called 33 million. So how that is possible? So it is said Koti. Koti sometimes translated as 10 million. In India, that's a different one. So 12 Adityas, 11 Rudras, and 8 Vasus, that makes 31, and then Indra, the chief of them, and Prajapati. That's why it is 33. And recombination of this way, it is seen from Puranic standpoint. But as Swamiji said, why not? Each one should have his or her own ideal. So as many people, so many ways. So it is from that standpoint we can say, yes, there is no harm to have 33 million, 330 million. 330 million. So maybe in USA now that's the population. So Vasunam Sankaras Chasmi, Vasunam Pavakas Chasmi, Meruh Shikharinam Aham. And in Vasus I am Pavaka. Pavaka means fire. Anyway, we go forward. And Meru Shikharinam Aham. And of mountains, I am the Meru. So Meru Parvat. So there's a, it's a Puranic. At the time of churning of the ocean, Meru was taken as the churning rod. So that's why it is manifestation of the divine. And there are lots of stories, so I am not going in stories. So let us go forward. Purodhasam cha mukhyamam, and 14 kinds of things appeared, and they were trying to find out ambrosia, amrita, and in that process 14 things came, and at the end came poison, and there was no one to take poison. Only Shiva came forward and swallowed poison, and he kept it and at his neck. That's why Nilakantha is called Nilakantha. So there are many stories. So Meru Parvat, I am Meru. Purodhasam cha mukhyam mam vidhi partha brihaspatim. Purodhasam. That means who are priests. Purodha. Purodha means what? Who is the leader, who leads. Purodha. Purodhasam cha mukhyam mam. I am chief among them. Vidhi partha brihaspatim. Know me as Brihaspati. Brihaspati is Deva Guru. Brihaspati. Senaninam aham Skandaha. Skandaha means Kumara. That means Shiva's son, Kartika. It is called Kartika. And in south, what is that called? What is that? Kartikas? Muruga, yes. So, Sinaninam aham Skandaha Sarasam asmi Sagaraha. And among all the Sagara, that oceans, all Sarasam, where there is water body, I am the ocean. And of priests, O son of Pritha, know me, the chief Brihaspati. And of priests, O son of Pritha, like Arjuna. Arjuna's name is Partha, son of Pritha. Pritha, mother's name. Know me, the chief Brihaspati. Of generals, I am Skanda or Kartikeya or Muruga. Of bodies of water, I am the ocean. So wherever it is bigger, greater, or higher or highest, I am that. Maharshinam Bhriguraham. Bhrigu is a great Maharshi. And it's difficult to, like Bhrigu is in Ramayana also, like at the time of Bali also Bhrigu. So these are Puranic, that means mythological character, but they represent the principle. We have to take in that way. So story goes, why it is Bhrigu? Bhrigu is great Rishi. Though he used to be angry also. And he sided with the demons. But he was a great Rishi. Why he was a great Rishi? He is the great examiner. Once they were having a big tapasya, penance, near Saraswati river. And then they were discussing which Lord is the greatest. So somebody says Brahma is greatest because he is the firstborn and he created all being. Some say no, Vishnu, who sustains, so he is the great. And third party say no, Shiva is the great. So it's now how to solve this dispute, how to find solution of this problem. So Bhrigu was there, said, okay, I'll find out. And Bhrigu was Manasaputra of Brahma. Manasaputra. So it is not like physical, it is Manasaputra. So he said, I'll test this and I'll tell you. I'll prove who is the best. So first, when Brahma, in presence of Brahma, he did not offer namaskar or he did not wish him or anything. So Brahma got angry. But somehow, because Brahma has, power of discrimination, he thought this anger is not good, so he controlled. But he became angry. After that, he went to Kailasa, where Lord Shankara resides. So he went there, and as soon as he arrived, Shankara stood up and showed respect. But then Bhrigu started telling him that you are a beggar and you are like not right, ascetic, etc. So Shankara became angry. So he said, okay. So after that, he went to Vaikuntha, where Vishnu was lying. He's always lying posture. Shayana, Shayana. That means he is like he's within us. He's lying. So anyway, so he entered where Vishnu was lying, and without saying anything, he kicked him at his heart, here at the chest. So on the other hand, Vishnu said, "Sir, are you not hurt? You have kicked me. Most probably your feet is hurting. So let me have massage." So what is the point then? Point was that Vishnu was declared the highest. So this is the various ways of like Puranic stories, how to uphold one deity over other. So this is one way. So Bhrigu was that examiner. So examiner means he was not ordinary. He's another manifestation of God. Maharshinam Bhriguraham Giram Asmekam Aksharam. And Eka Akshara Gira. All the words I am one syllable. Giram Aksham Ekam Aksharam. Giram Yasmekam Aksharam. I am that one syllable. So what is that one syllable? That is Omkar. Of the great rishis, I am Bhrigu. Of words, I am the one syllable, that is Omkar. And of yajnas, I am the yajna of japa, silent repetition. Of immovable things, the Himalaya. So all the great mountain, I am Himalaya. So Omkara, as we all know, Om Itteka Aksharam Brahma. And Bhagavan also said that at the time of death, one should remember Om. And in Taittiriya Upanishad, it is there. In Chandogya Upanishad, it is there. Omittetad aksharam udgitam upasita. Omitted aksharam param atmano abhidhyanam nedishtam. That's mean. So here, that one should worship and recite Om. That means that single syllable. Om iti Brahma. Om is Brahman. So Shabda Brahma. Ganga is water Brahma. And Jagannath is Daru Brahma. So similarly, Om is Shabda Brahma. Om iti idagam sarvam. Om ittedat anukriti hasma va apyo sraivatya sravayanti. So Omkar is all. Because in Om, there are 3 syllables, as we know. A starts and ends with Ma. Like it starts from Kantha and ends with labial, the last letter of labial, say, group of letters. So it encompasses the whole gamut of letters, all kinds of letters. And it rolls like with U, Om, and the nasal sound, that is the suggestive of the Turiya. We have talked about Omkara, so I am not going in details. Yajnanam japa yajñosmi. I am japa yajna. There is a nice shloka. Jakaro janma vichcheda. Japa. So jakar, what is ja? There is janma vichcheda. That means it severes from rebirth. And pakaraha papanashana, and it removes all bad samskaras. Papam is, though it can be translated as sin, but in our context it is bad samskaras. All accumulated, whatever is bad, whatever is wrongdoings, that will be removed. Janma papa haro yasmat, and by which the birth and sin are removed. Japeti uchyate budhai, and wise people gives the name of japa. So what is japa? Japa yajna. As we know, we get a divine name or a very pious syllable from our gurus, and we are to do the japa. The advantage of japa is there is no need of organizing a very big, say, very big function, or we organize some rituals in our homes. So what happens? Our whole attention is diverted to arrange things, and there so many things are involved. Even monetary involvement is there. So in japa, nothing of those things are required. No material is required here, and no external help is required. Only you can repeat the name of Lord, and it is easier. There is no barrier for any varna or ashrama. Varna means like 4 varnas are there: Brahmana, Kshatriya. Some Brahmanas can do some yajna, some Kshatriyas can do like that Ashwamedha yajna. So there is no barrier here. It is for all. And therefore, and in any time, there is no time bar, there is no space that required. A big hall is required. Just wherever you are, you can sit down and recite the name of Lord. So that's why Yajnanam Japa Yogyasmi Sthavaranam Himalaya. I'm Himalaya in all Sthavara. Sthavara means here mountain. Whatever is immovable. Then I think time is up now. 11? 12. So we'll continue our study. The main idea is that we have to find unity in diversity. Yes, we have to start from somewhere. So he'll give some catch. Like whenever we go to Himalaya, Devatatma Himalaya, as it is said, Purva Varo Toya Nidhi Bagaya, Astuttarashyam Dishi Devatatma, it is Devatatma Himalaya, Astuttarashyam Dishi Devatatma, Himalaya Nam Nagadhi Raja, Purva Paro Toya Nidhi Bagaya. So it is a great mountain. So whenever we go there, we feel that it is divine. And that's why you can, if you go to Himalaya, your attitude is totally changed. So it is because so many people did tapasya there. And even today, so many monks are doing tapasya, great tapasya. And it is source of many rivers also, which sustains India. But it is not to demean others. All are good. It is the divine manifestation. But okay, if you want to find out one, okay, Himalaya, you can think of Himalaya. And we have our Mount Hood here. Because of Mount Hood, we get so much of rain and so much of greenery here. So for us, that's our representative of Himalaya. We can, whenever we see, we must think of God. So that's the way we have to remind ourselves of God. So in our garden also you can find some representative of that. So anyway, so this we will proceed on our study, keeping that in mind that we are to find that unity in diversity. Any question? Else we say our prayer. Om Purnamadah Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnamevavashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Tatsat. Sri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu. One thing I forgot to quote, that is, Mother used to tell Japat Siddhi, Japat Siddhi, Japat Siddhi. So we have to keep that in mind. Whenever we have time, we can do some japa. Now, with japa, we are closer to our Ishta, chosen ideal. So Mother's formula is very simple and but very sustainable and very nice. And even in Sanskrit also it is there, Japaiva Samsiddhi. So Mother simplified that, Japat Siddhi. So for us, it should be easily available, and it is there. Yes.
Happy Father's Day, Terry.
Martin.
So yeah, it's Father's Day, but I have a mother's song for you. And
for us, mother and father both are one.
Exactly. And this song has been working on it for a long time, and I think finally this week I finished it, so that was a blessing. I was praying to Mother, please help me finish the song, and she helped me. And it's kind of for all of us who are struggling with sadhana, trying to remember to keep our mantra going all the time, all this kind of things. So it's called Mother Save Me, and I have my little band on my phone. Mother, I'm drowning, save me. Mother, I'm drowning, save me. When the world is burning down so furiously. Mother, Mother, save me. Mother, take away all doubt and leave only belief. Take away all sorrow and leave only relief. Mother, bless me with your grace and banish all the fears. Take away the veil and wash away the tears. Mother, I'm drowning, save me. Mother, I'm drowning, save me. When the world is bearing down so furiously. Mother, Mother, save me. Mother, hold me in your arms and always keep me safe. This world can hurt so bad, even though it's all your play. I can't pretend to comprehend Your mysteries divine, but if you can hear me, please give me a sign. Mother, Mother, I'm drowning, save me. Mother, I'm drowning, save me. When the world is bearing down so furiously. Mother, Mother, save me. Mother, I'm drowning, save me. Mother, I'm drowning, save me. When the world is bearing down so furiously. Mother, Mother, save me. Save us.
Okay, hello, good morning, everyone. I'm Susie, and I'm sharing some updates about our schedule. These are mostly all available on the website. And then outside of the shrine, we have the June schedule as well, so don't feel like you have to take notes, but I wanted to share so that you'll have some reminders of things you might want to look forward to, get more information, or save the date. So today is Sunday, June 18th, and there's a guided meditation that Swamiji will lead in the shrine starting at 5:15 p.m., followed by the Vespers service. 5 p.m., not 5:15 p.m. On Wednesday, the 21st, which is this coming Wednesday, there'll be a satsang in the Bethany area of Portland. Swami Devishananda will give a talk, and there's fellowship. So if you're interested in learning more, getting the address and attending, please follow up with us. You can also watch this via Zoom from the comfort of your own home. There's a Thursday night class here at the temple and on Zoom at 7:35 p.m. and a Friday night class about Sri Sharda Devi and her divine play, also at the temple at 7:35 p.m. And coming up this Saturday, we have the Awakening Vedantin program, which will be at the Vedanta Retreat in Scappoose from 11 a.m. to 1 p.m. And for those who don't know, Awakening Vedantin is for the young and young at heart, focused on cultivating fellowship and awakening the Vedantin within each of us. So tuning into spiritual teachings and learning from Swamiji and having that fellowship among each other. Those, I think, are the flags that I have for the coming week. There's a number of special things coming up that I want to mention. On Monday, July 1st at 9 a.m. is Guru Purnima, where we honor our teachers.
Third.
July 3rd. Yes, Monday, July 3rd at 9 a.m. is Guru Purnima. On Tuesday, July 4th is a very special annual tradition of our society. At 11 a.m., we have the Interfaith Freedom Fest at the Vedanta Retreat at Scappoose. This will be a wonderful day. We'll have talks from a number of people visiting Swamis, time to eat lunch together, and time to explore the various shrines to the major world religions and dedicate a new shrine, which is a Baha'i shrine. That'll be a very special day. Again, July 4th, starting at 11 a.m. Coming up on Wednesday, September 6th at 6 p.m., here at the temple, we'll have Sri Krishna's birthday. And then I also wanted to give you a heads up. You'll see official communications about this in the coming weeks. So this is a special heads up for those who are tuning in today. But on September 9th, starting at 4 p.m., We will be presenting an evening of classical music and dance, which is a benefit and fundraiser for the Vedanta Society of Portland and our services. So for a small donation, you can purchase a ticket, or rather secure a ticket, and attend that event, which will be at the Balaji Temple, which is in Portland, and we'll provide all of the information and address, but it's a great space, so plenty of room to invite your friends and family and experience this very special classical Indian dance and music. And many people involved in bringing that event to life, so if you're one of those people, thank you. Last two reminders, you may have seen we have many more books in our bookstore, so I invite you to spend some time taking a look, seeing if there's a holy text or inspirational story you'd like to add to your collection. I'm happy to help you with payment. We can take credit cards with a Square, or you can use Venmo or PayPal or traditional check or cash, so lots of options. And last, just a reminder of our annual membership. This is an invitation to consider. It's $60 for a year, and we renew every year, those of us who are keeping our memberships current. And it's just a way of, the temple, I've heard it, hopefully I do this a little bit of justice, so it's like a fruiting tree. It provides us shade and nurturing and sustenance and spiritual strength. So it's our way of helping to nurture the soil and being part of that community. So if you're interested in learning more about membership, if you need an application, if you have questions, please let us know. And thank you for your patient listening.